Okay, so hello dear viewers, we're extremely happy to see you once again via television, and today it's your boy Nonderbeck with my colleague Dilabar, as we always do. Today we're going to be hosting this special TV show only for you, so stay tuned for the next couple of hours. Don't even think about going to any other channel. We're getting started.
So good afternoon for everyone, our dear, beloved, and of course loyal spectators. Welcome to another episode of Foreign Languages Club on Uzbekistan TV channel. It is your oʻtib club for fun and practical tips to master your English language. On our TV show, you can not only to learn English language, but also broaden your horizon. Stay tuned. Within a couple of hours, we are ready to share the beauty of English language for you.
Yes, sure, Mr. Labar. I totally agree with you at this point because we have so many things that we have already prepared for you guys. So you must stay tuned for the next couple of hours, not even couple of hours, like 60 minutes. And you're going to get a lot of information, especially about IELTS, about English grammar and useful collocations.
Yeah, within 60 minutes,
yes,
we can share you a lot of information when it comes to improving your English language. So we have a kind of interesting page for you today, guys. It is our speaking mock exam. By watching this speaking mock exam, you can really get to know the atmosphere of the IELTS. Yeah,
yes,
that's why stay tuned and watch. By only watching our TV program, you can get more knowledge actually. Yeah.
Yes, and for the first time in the history of Foreign Languages Club here, we're going to be having mock, as Mr. Labar said. And what are your expectations about that?
We can get, first of all, the atmosphere. We can learn what kind of questions we can get in IELTS speaking. And then we can, let's say, importantly, learn how to, let's say, participate in the, let's say, mock exam.
Wow, wow, amazing. So since we're getting started, guys, there are so many things that we should share, so please stay tuned, and we're getting started on this point with the special part of every single of our shows. It's the question of the day.
Yeah, this is the part we cannot never skip. That's why, guys, 100%. Pay attention. We will just start to announce our today's riddle of the day.
Yes, so let's do that, guys. And here's the question of the day. And it goes like that. I have letters, but I'm not a post. I form words, but I'm not a voice. What am I?
Once you guys find the correct answer for today's questions, you have a chance to contact us. Our numbers are still working for you. Our first number is 71141765, and we have a second one for you, 71141767. Please contact us. We just started waiting for phone calls, and I never just tired to say these words. Actually, your phone calls can motivate us, inspire us, right? And can make our TV show much more active.
Totally agree. There are so many things that contribute.
Actually.
Yes,
I have to mention that.
There are so many things that contribute to a really good Foreign Languages Club, but the most important one are your phone calls, guys. So we're waiting.
Yeah, the more we get phone calls, the higher energy we will have, right?
Yes.
So let's start our today's program by sharing our today's collocations. You know, collocations are so important. Yes. Every, let's say, program, we try to share you to teach you collocation in terms of using your speaking and, of course, writing skills. And these collocations language like native ones. Yes. So let's start and invite our today's teacher to our studio. She's already ready, and she's ready to share the collocations of today. Yeah, I guess, dear viewers, you are also ready. You have already prepared your pens, pencils, notes to learn the new collocations. Let's start.
Good afternoon, our lovely learners, viewers. I'm Roxana, and today we're gonna learn some useful collocations in terms of appearance. We know that appearance plays an important role in our life, and it's really essential to describe appearance of the person in detail. So let's get started. The first one, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous means very, very beautiful. Judayam chiroyli. The second one, long, sleek, jet black hair, uzun, tekis va qora sochlar. The third one, pale blue eyes, havorang ko'zlar. Radiant complexion, istarasi issiq. The fifth one, round face. Round face, bu dumaloq yuz. Bear a striking resemblance to. Look a lot like. Let's make up sentence with these collocations. She bore a striking resemblance to her aunt. It means she looks a lot like her aunt. The seventh one, unkempt or messy hair. Tartibsiz sochlar. The eighth, somewhat attractive. O'ziga xos jozibador. Dressed up to nines, wearing fashionable clothes for a special occasion. The last one, look like $1 million, looking extremely good. So, in order to remember it better, let's make up sentences with the picture. So, we can see here beautiful girl in this picture, and so let's describe this picture by using today's collocations. So first one, absolutely gorgeous. Well, this girl looks absolutely gorgeous with round face and pale blue eyes. She has long, sleek, jet black hair, and she's somewhat attractive, and she's dressed up to nines. She's wearing fashionable clothes. At the same time, she looks like $1 million. I mean, she's looking extremely good. Well, round face. She has a round face and pale blue eyes. So again, she has long, sleek, jet black hair. So did you get it? So one more time, let's repeat. Absolutely gorgeous. Judda ham chiroyli. Long, sleek, jet black hair. Uzun, tekis qora sochlar. Pale blue eyes. Havorang ko'zlar. Radiant complexion. Istarasi issiq. Round face. Dumaloq yuz. Bear a striking resemblance to. Ikki tomchi. Unkempt or messy hair. Tartibsiz sochlar. Somewhat attractive. O'ziga xos jozibador. Dressed up to nines. Wearing fashionable. Judayam chiroyli ko'rinmoq. The last one, look like $1 million. Extremely good. So, our dear learners, these were today's collocations. I hope you use it on a daily basis in your speech. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Roxana, for sharing such kind of useful and important collocations when it comes to describing the people. And these collocations can be handy for you guys when you have to describe someone in IELTS speaking part 2, actually, right?
Yes, totally agree. Once again, thank you very much, Roxana. And I think that's going to help us a lot, as we already mentioned. But I think now we have to move on, and what do we have next?
Yeah, I have to, before moving, let's say another page, we have to mention that these collocations, I mean, today's 10 collocations are homework for you guys to learn and to make up a sentence for these ones. And remember one thing, while making up sentence, these collocations, you have to use these collocations actively. You have to move on this passive vocabulary in your mind and an active vocabulary in your speech, and of course in your writing skills. Yeah. Well, and in this case we can move on another page, but one more thing before moving on another page, we have to get more phone calls, more than 10, let's say, right?
Yes.
So that's why let's one more time remind our riddle, and then we can move on.
Yes, so let's do that. Here's the question of the day, guys, and it goes like that. I have letters, but I'm not a post. I form words, but I'm not a voice. What am I?
Once you guys find the correct answer for the question, you can contact us. Our numbers are still working for you. Our first number is 71141765, and we have second one 71141767. Yeah. We have already mentioned it, announced it 2 times.
So many times. Yeah. So many times.
Yeah, I guess we will get phone calls. I do believe in my dear viewers because they are too active.
No, I don't believe,
Always.
by the way. I don't
Why?
believe. Because
Why?
I know they're going to call, so let's move on at this point.
Okay. Do we have time to invite our today's teacher? I have to mention that today we will discuss IELTS secrets as well, the teacher's history, the IELTS myths, IELTS, let's say, secrets.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we will have a lesson about IELTS.
Really interesting
Today
lesson.
we will
Which
open
aspect?
more.
Is it reading, listening?
I'm telling you about this.
Okay.
Today we will open more about the secrets of IELTS listening. Yeah. How
Wow.
do you think?
Finally.
Is it difficult to get a higher band score like 9, 8.5 from the listening or not?
Do you want me to be honest?
Okay. Yeah.
Easiest thing in the world. Like literally everybody who is trying to get a good score from IELTS, that's the easiest way to get 7+, because like you can literally get 8.59 from the IELTS and then just take it. What do you think?
It depends on the people, actually.
No way.
Most
no way. Be honest.
IELTS
Be honest.
at the beginning, you know, listening can be the most difficult part of the IELTS, you know.
Yes.
That's why today we can share about the secrets, the information, methods, tips, everything about the listening. So to do that, we just invited to our studio very famous IELTS instructor. IELTS instructor actually, and IELTS blogger, Jasur Bek Nematulayev. Let's stand up and invite him to our studio.
Yes,
Wonderful,
finally.
claps for you.
Hello sir, how are you? How are you doing?
Yeah. Welcome to our studio. Welcome to Foreign Language Club Show. Let's sit down and start our conversation. Thank you very much, first of all, for coming our studio to share your secrets of IELTS. Yeah, you know, everyone can be interested in your results, your, let's say, teaching careers, but no one cares about your, let's say, hardships in order to achieve such band score. Please tell the challenges, difficulties you have passed through to get the higher band score and to be expert of the IELTS.
All right. First of all, thank you for having me. It's a real pleasure to be here. So I am Jasur Nematulayev. I was born and raised in Namangan, but I'm currently employed in Tashkent. I work as an English teacher and IELTS instructor, and my score is 8 and with 9 in listening. So far, I have helped around 800 students to achieve their goals, getting IELTS and CEFR examinations. And yeah, throughout this journey, we have got a bunch of obstacles, you know, like there are ups and downs. But yeah, we made it till this point. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, it means you're doing well. It means
Hopefully,
you're doing well after all.
I hope so. Yeah.
It was better if you mention your IELTS band score and how many times did you get the IELTS test to get this score. Yeah, it's really interesting.
Right,
when you just told about I'm an IELTS instructor, how many times students can ask questions, right? How many times did you get the IELTS exam and how many years you can spend this score?
Yeah, exactly. I'm asking this question a lot of times. So my personal score is 8, and with 9 in listening. So far, I have. Thank you.
9, perfect.
I've taken the test more than 3 times, like 4 times already. And first time I took the test, I remember I got 6.5 a long time ago, but I made it till this point, so now it's 8.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. There's so much hard work in it. Yeah?
So what was the purpose or the main reason not to give up from the 6.5 band score till the 8 band score? You know, everyone, and most of people can give up when they get a 6.5 band.
Exactly. While 6.5 is a good score, but most people feel a bit disappointed. Like, you know, it's a little shy from 7, right, which is another nice score. So my main motive was, like, first time taking the test, like, with the full intention of getting accepted to university. Back in our days, when we had, like, you know, 6+ in IELTS, we were accepted to universities. I mean, we got maximum score from the English part, right? This was the initial point, and I cracked the 6.5 back in the day. And next motive was, like, just for the sake of career, you know, I just, you know, coming after this thing. So, like, always updating, regularly updating, like. I remember in my previous attempt, it was 7.5. I'm like, a little bit shy. Okay, let's do it again. 8. Hopefully next time it's going to be 9. I'm coming after for it. If you ask me, the reason why I keep taking the test is just because I'm a teacher, and I should know all the secrets, all the updates in the test, because I should get updated, because I will be having students a lot of questions. They ask a lot of questions, so I have to answer. I have to be able to answer all of their questions. That's why I repeat, I keep taking the test.
Makes sense.
Great.
Makes sense. And like we already talked about, like IELTS score, this and that, a lot of things. But there is one really important question. What's the secret? What's the secret of getting this IELTS score? What's the secret?
There is one secret pill, right?
Yeah.
No such thing, guys. There is no secret in IELTS.
Or medicine.
Exactly. Yeah. There is no medicine.
Everybody's hiding it.
Yeah. We are not hiding, guys. No secret medicine, secret pills. So the secret lies in the hard work. You have to be persistent, working hard, showing up every day. This is the secret.
Yeah, we have a phone call right now, and we can continue. Hello, my dear. Welcome to FL Club.
What's up? How are you?
We are listening to you. Hi.
Oh,
yeah, finally.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Let's start easy questions.
Connection is really
What's your
bad.
name?
My name is Shahnaza.
Shahnaza.
Yeah, Shahnaza, welcome to FL Club. So where are you from?
I'm from Samarkand.
You are from
Shahnaza
Samarkand.
from Samarkand, remember.
Do you have an answer for our today's question? Yes?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, what's your answer?
I guess the question's answer is alphabet.
We have accepted your answer. Yeah.
What's that? Applebee?
Alphabet.
Oh, alphabet. Okay,
Alphabet.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Shahnaza. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. If you have any wishes or something to tell, you are very welcome here.
Thank you very much. I like your program, and I will try to watch every single day. And I've learned a lot of things while watching several kinds of programs.
Yeah.
And I'm going to wish you best of luck.
Yeah, thank you very
Great.
much. This is
Thank
the perfect thing that I have ever heard. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shahnaza.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Sure. Hope to hear
Stay
what's
tuned.
next time.
Keep watching.
Stay tuned. Bye.
And once again, just a quick reminder, guys, if you're watching right now and if you saw that Shahnaza just gave her what she thinks is the correct answer, please give us a watch. Just watch our show till the end. If you would like to know whether the answers were correct or wrong, please reach out to us.
Yeah,
Let's
at the
continue.
end we will announce the correct answer actually. Yeah. While I'm in the till the end, we can continue sharing the secrets of IELTS actually, right?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
So,
any questions?
what I would like to know is, obviously, there has been a really big story behind like getting all this like 8.0, 8.5. Like this is extremely hard, and I'm quite sure everybody has their own motivation in doing that. What was your motivation of not stopping? Because most of the time, 6.5. Like if you want to reach 7 and you get 6.5, it just drains you so much, and you just don't want to do this anymore. You're like, I'm done, but you still kept going. What was that? What was the secret?
Oh yeah, my story. I mean, my motive is quite a little bit different, you know, to most of those students. I'm not talking to students, right? So like, as soon as getting this 7+ in IELTS, like I felt like it's not giving any challenge. Like 7, pretty decent score, okay, but like you know, because I'm a teacher, and I have to be keeping up to date, and I have this elusive dream, like any other IELTS instructor. So getting this 9. So and every time I take the test, I just take it for the sake of it. I enjoy the vibe of taking the test. I enjoy the stress it gives. It's a little bit stressful. In other words, adrenaline I get from it. So yeah, that's why I keep showing up. I keep showing up.
Yeah, great.
That's great.
In nowadays, more and more young people are just trying to get IELTS certificate actually. So during that times, the more IELTS myths, the more common information about the IELTS are spreading, right? Exactly. So can you share the one the most you dislike?
Oh yeah, there we go. There's this one. So because we live in this internet age, right? So there are some IELTS bloggers or some learning centers, I'm sorry, who claim that they can give you this, pretty decent score, IELTS 7, 6, within 3 months, 2 months, which is something that really disappoints me. Because as a teacher, I know this is not practical. I feel like, with all due respect to them, to what they are doing, I feel like they are lying at some point. So like, because a lot of students come to me brainwashed. They say, hey teacher, you tell we get IELTS like, you know, after 4 months, or like it takes us like 1 year to at least get to this band 6 from 0. But there are some other teachers saying like you can get it in 2 months, 5 months, 4 months, and they get like a little bit misguided. This is something I hate about it, honestly.
Yeah, students have to understand taking IELTS band, high band score like 7 or 8, it can take a long time, right?
Exactly. It's like, you know, planting a tree, you know, like we can just, yeah. So planting tree, I usually liken this taking or learning English, right, from the very scratch, let's say from very beginner 0 to planting trees. It's like when you plant a tree into the soil, right? This is how you build the foundations of English. You learn the alphabet, you learn the basic grammar, you learn how to say your name. This is how you plant a tree. And then you water it a little bit. And you water it language regularly, right? And then it needs some sunlight, right? It's like you need some exposure to the language. You need to be watching a lot of, you know, podcasts in English, watching movies, reading books, right? This is how your tree grows, right? And it takes you some more time, you know, to bear fruit, right? Your tree is not going to be, you know, giving fruit like, you know, after 2 or 3 months. Right? From the moment you planted it. So it takes at least a year. The same thing with English. It takes at least a year to get to the decent level, to get the fruit, right? To get this IELTS or to get your, you know, your goal.
This is very clear answer in terms of taking IELTS. But right now we have a commercial break. After the advertisement time, we can back to you guys.
Okay. Hey, now guys, let's talk about IELTS listening. Okay, so again, my name is Jasur Nimatulayev. I've got 9 in listening multiple times. So today I hope I have something to share with you on this topic. All right. So yeah, let's go. Let's crack the code of the IELTS listening. Can we have the next slide? All right. So here's our plan for today. So we'll be talking about the IELTS listening. Oh, yep, here. So first, I'll let you know what IELTS listening is. Okay, so how many sections are there and why do we need to take the test? All right, and next thing is we'll talk about getting 10 out of 10 in part 1. More on this I'll talk later. Next thing is mistakes. We'll talk about the mistake that most people make during their preparation to IELTS. Next thing is suggestions. So I'll be giving you some suggestions on how to improve your listening and how to achieve this perfect band score. So the next thing is I'll provide you with some tools to improve your listening. All right? Cool. Can we have the next slide, please? All right. So IELTS listening. Before we talk about IELTS listening, I'd like to give you some information about the IELTS test itself. Look, so many people around the world take the IELTS test for multiple reasons. Some people take the IELTS test to study at universities, right, for academic purposes, while some other people take the IELTS test to immigrate to another country, right? So they are living in Germany, they want to immigrate into England, for example. This is what we call migration purposes. And the next thing is, the third thing is, people take the IELTS test, you know, to improve their job opportunities. And IELTS has designed only one system to test all of these people. Those people who are taking the test to study at universities, those people who are taking the test to travel, and those people who are taking the test to improve their job opportunities. And IELTS has designed very nice program, very nice test. So, and it tests people on multiple sections. For example, listening. As you can see here, we have 4 parts in the IELTS listening. Okay, you will get overall 40 questions, and each section has got 10 questions. And like I mentioned earlier, IELTS tests you in multiple things, okay, on multiple skills. For example, part 1 and part 2 checks your ability to handle social situations. Social situations, I mean, like, you know, your daily activities. For example, you are booking a hotel reservation, right? Or you want to book a table in a restaurant, or you want to sign up for a course, right? So all of these skills are tested in part 1 and part 2 of the IELTS listening. While part 3 and part 4 is more of this academic. Your academic performance will be checked. So IELTS checks if you are able to study in a foreign university, or if you are able to learn some program in English. For example, you are learning business administration or law. All of your lessons will be in English. IELTS should make sure that you can handle all of these lessons. All right? And when it comes to the timing of the IELTS test, so it overall lasts around 40 minutes, and 30 minutes of which will be the recordings. You will listen to the audio and you will have to answer all of those 40 questions. And then at the end of the listening, they will give you 10 extra minutes to copy your answers onto the answer sheet. Okay? So it's like you do the recording, you do the listening on the question booklet, and then you have to copy your answers onto the answer sheet in the next 10 minutes. This is how the whole exam process goes. And then, can we have the next slide, please? As I have said, there are 40 questions and 4 parts in the IELTS listening. But our time is a little bit limited, so we cannot talk about everything and anything today. That's why we'll be focusing on part 1, and we will learn how to get 10 out of 10 in part 1 of the IELTS listening. Let's go. Can we have another slide, please? All right, so before we move on to this thing, let's first of all talk about the mistakes in part 1. All of the mistakes my students make and all the other candidates make. Common mistakes in part 1. So if you look at the next slide, so we'll see. All right, there we go. So common mistakes in part 1. So the number 1 mistake is spelling, guys. You know spelling, right? Spelling is when somebody reads out a word or a number word by word. For example, if I spell my name, that's Jasur, J-A-S-U-R. This is what the spelling is. Next meaning of spelling is writing the words correctly without mistakes. Okay? So here, IELTS checks your ability to spell the words, numbers, and letters correctly. Here, you need to be very careful of this. We're going to be talking about this in more detail later on. Now, let's see another mistake. Can we have the next slide, please? Next problem is not reading the question prompt carefully. Yeah, this happens with a lot of students. Because of the exam pressure, most students, most candidates tend to ignore the question prompt. In other words, don't pay attention to the units of measurement. They don't pay attention to the symbols, okay, the symbol of dollar, time, or anything. Okay, we're going to be talking about that again. So next slide, please. All right. Now that we have identified the problems, first thing is spelling. Second thing is not reading the question prompt carefully. And third problem is listening only the first word and not paying attention to the conversation which comes after it. Yep. In other words, distractors. Guys, you need to be careful that in the IELTS test, there are a lot of distractors. In other words, in part 1, the speaker will change their answers from time to time. So you need to be very careful of this. If you look at the next slide, you will get to see it better. Now that we have identified the problems, right? We have these 3 common problems. Now let's learn how to improve on these problems, right? So let's go. So now we'll get to see the things, all the steps we need to do. So first one, predict your answers. Yeah, while this suggestion might seem a little bit banal, right? But it makes a lot of sense, trust me. You have to predict your answers before the listening starts. Because at the very beginning of every part 1, part 2, 3, 4, you are given 30 seconds to look through the questions. In part 1, before the audio starts, they give you 30 seconds to look at the questions from 1 to 5. Okay, now look at this, how this technique works. So if you look at the next slide, we'll get to see it better. So here, my suggestion, guys, go through all questions, all 10 questions when you have this 30 seconds preparation time, okay? And pay attention to grammar, okay? Check whether you need a noun or an adjective, or whether you need a singular noun or a plural noun. These are the things that you need to be going through before the listening starts, okay? So, for example, next slide. So we'll get to see some examples in the next slide. For example, look at here. Just imagine you have got these two questions, first name and wage rate. So when I see this first name, I'll be sure that here I will need to write a name, person's name, right? So I'm sure that it's not going to be any number, it's not going to be, somebody's age or etc. While the second question is wage rate. Wage here means salary, the money people take every month. So now here you are sure that you need to write down not name anymore, but money, right? Their salaries. This is how you should predict your answers in the listening section 1, okay? I mean part 1. All right, if you look at the next slide, we'll get to see it. We'll get to see it with some more examples. For example, this one, right? So this is the official booklet, question booklet that you might get in your real exam. This is part 1. As you can see, it has got 10 questions, right? So pay attention here. You need to find answer for questions from 1 to 10. And if you look at this table, so it's about island transport. So types of transport you can use in this island. The first one is motor scooters, right? Now you have to find the cost of this motor scooter, how much it costs per day, right? And here you need to be using some logic. All right, here we need number, cost, right? How much it costs. And if you look at the second type of transport, which is the economy car, it costs almost $90. While the car costs $90, the scooter should cost a little bit cheaper, right? So from here I know that the scooter can be somewhere around $50, right? This is how I predict the answer based on the context, based on the grammar. Or let's look at the question number 2. It says, comments on the motor scooter. So motor scooter costs around $50. It's fun to ride. And second, they provide helmets and something. Now you should think, what they might provide you with? Helmets and maybe some coat or gloves, right? So you see that? So here, like your ability to guess it from the context helps you a lot during the listening. Okay, this is how you go about all of these questions. Based on the question, based on the context, you might want to guess the answers. And if you can guess all the questions, or at least approximate answers, you are halfway there. All right? Okay, thank you. Now let's see the second one, second strategy to get 10 out of 10. That can help you get 10 out of 10. Can we have another slide, please? All right, next one is be careful of distractors. Yeah, like I have mentioned in the earlier slides, there are distractors in IELTS listening. Okay, you have to be watching out for them. Okay, so what I mean here is sometimes speakers change their answers. Okay, so let's get to see it with real examples. Can we have another slide, please? So here, what I mean is, in part 1, the speaker can change the answer. That's why you should listen to the audio till the end, okay, until you hear the answer. Okay, let's see the example. So if you look at the next slide, we'll see some examples here. All right, there we go. Question, availability. Available means when the person is there, that when you can meet the person. For example, just imagine you are arranging a meeting with someone and you need to write down the time when this person will be available to meet. In other words, when can you meet this person? So here, if we look at the audio of it, well, I'm not going to be playing the audio, but I'll give you the text, okay? If we look at the next slide, we'll see the script of this audio. And I'll challenge you guys to find the answer. Can we have? Oh, there we go. So the speaker, Sarah, says, I'm usually available on Monday in the afternoon at 2 p.m. Oh, wait, but this time I have some work outside the town, so I would be available on Tuesday. Now, can you guys tell me when this Sarah is going to be available to meet? Is it on Monday or on Tuesday? All right, if you have chosen Tuesday, then you are right, okay? So correct answer is Tuesday. But if you have chosen Monday, no, you need to be careful. Look at here. This is how they are. Oh, can I have the previous slide? Can we go to the previous slide, please? Oh, yeah, thank you. So here, if you look at here, so first of all, Sarah says, I'm usually available on Monday. And when people hear available Monday, they write the word Monday. But here's the trap. She says, oh, wait, but this time I have some work outside the town, which means she's changing her answer. It's not on Monday. I'm busy on Monday. I will be available on Tuesday. That's why I always tell students, you need to be listening to the audio until you hear the exact answer. Okay? Don't fall for such distractors traps. All right? So next time you do the listening, pay attention to this thing. Okay? Let's go. Now, can we have the next slide? Oh, wrap up. Okay, guys, now let's wrap up. Let's summarize what we have learned today. So first thing is, things you need to do is try to predict the answer, context-wise or grammar-wise. Grammar-wise here means in terms of grammar, whether you need a singular noun or a plural noun. Next, be careful of distractors, okay? Be careful, the speaker can change the answer, okay, in the middle of the talk. That's why listen the audio or listen the conversation until this person finishes their point, okay? Thank you. Can we have the next slide? With this, now with this comes the strategy, my suggestions. Now that we have identified the problems, we learned how to do them. Now, how to improve our overall listening. Because knowing the strategy is not enough. You need to be putting some effort. Like I told earlier, you need to be planting or watering your plant until it grows. Okay? And how do we improve our listening? Here is some strategies or some suggestions I would give you. All right, if you look at the next slide, so we'll have some suggestions on this. First of all, you need to make sure you listen to as many English as possible. At the end of the day, you should listen to English more and more, as much as possible. Okay, and here are some channels that you need to learn English. First of all, watch FL program, okay, so foreign language program. So here we'll be sharing a lot of IELTS secrets. And next thing is, you can watch some podcasts on YouTube. Okay, so there are great podcasts on YouTube, so just watch them. They're going to be super helpful. Next thing is TED Talks. TED Talks are great for section 3 and 4. And next thing is interviews. Watch some interviews of your favorite actors, singers, football players in English. They are going to help you a lot too. And last but not least, the movies. Watch movies in English. It's going to challenge your ears, but eventually you will improve your listening. All right? So with this, our lesson comes to its end. Can we have the next slide, please? Thank you, guys. I hope this lesson was informative, and I wish you good luck on your studies. All right? Keep studying, keep watching us. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, too.
Thank you.
Very interesting information about the improving listening skills. I do believe our English learners can get more knowledge about the improving their IELTS skills, actually. Of course, listening one.
Totally agree with you. The lesson was really informative. What I actually really liked is that the detail, the attention to detail, because you know there is a saying, the devil is in the details. So the main thing that I really liked is the details. So I would actually appreciate every single time if we had this type of lessons.
Every information is detailed, and after these lessons, our English learners have no any difficulties, have no any questions when it comes to listening skills. And yeah, this is, I guess, the proof of our words.
Yes.
So good morning, hello, welcome to FL Club.
Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
I am fine. What about you?
You are great because you called us. So what's your name?
My name is Azizbek.
Yeah, I guess it.
Oh, yeah. You know that.
How are you, Azizbek? Yeah, of course.
Am fine. I congratulate you. Take part in Uzbekistan One channel.
Yeah, thank you. I have waited a lot for your phone call, actually.
No way.
Finally, you called us.
Yes, I like your phone call that you know.
Yeah. Do you have an answer for today's question?
Yes, actually, I am in school now, and I don't watch the result today, but I have an answer.
Yo, what's the answer?
My answer is car.
Your answer is?
Yes, car.
Car, okay.
Car.
Sure.
Your answer is car.
We accept it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great, you have accepted.
Actually, I am not watching the TV, but I have an answer.
Yeah, thank you very much for the guest, actually.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, have a wonderful day too. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
You made us very happy with your phone call.
Yeah, have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Can you remember how he used to talk when the first time he called us?
I'm thinking about that, actually.
That's crazy. That's the crazy progress that he has had. Azizbek, that's amazing.
This is the, let's say, progress he made, actually, by watching TV and giving us a call.
Yes,
right?
by the way, how old is he? I think you met him and
like 11, 13,
11 years
or
old.
14,
11 years
kind
old.
of, yeah.
11 years
Not
old talking
old.
like that. That's crazy. Keep up the work, Azizbek. You're doing well. Let's continue.
Yeah, we have right now get more secrets from the listening skills, and it's time to open speaking secrets. And we have prepared today, guys, for you IELTS speaking mock exam. And by watching this mock exam, you can get more information in terms of how participate in the IELTS, how answer IELTS questions. Yeah, that's really important, actually.
But before that, we have a question of the day, right? Yeah. So, dear guys, here's the question of the day. Let me remind you about that. So, the question of the day goes like that. I have letters, but I'm not a post. I form words, but I'm not a voice. What am I?
Our numbers are still working for you guys. Our first number is 71141765, and we have a second one, 71141767. Please contact us. We are waiting for your phone calls.
Great.
As always, your phone calls motivate us and pushes us to conduct this program with a great energy, guys. That's why give us a call. And we can move on now.
Let's continue. Finally. We've been waiting for this moment.
FL Club. And we just introduced our today's examiner, whose name is Umira. IELTS is Begina Zakirova. Let's turn them and watch IELTS mock exam together, guys. Yeah. Let's start.
Okay. Hi, dear candidate. I'm Umida Ergasheva, your examiner, and today I would like to conduct with you a full speaking exam. So, are you ready? Can we start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, firstly, let's move on to the part 1. And can you please tell me about yourself?
My name is Nigina, and I'm 15 years old, and I study at school in 9th grade. I'm studying mathematics and English in order to enter Lyceum.
Great. So what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
I don't really have free time, but in case I do have, I really love watching some movies. I'm not really energetic person. I'm not into like some activities, but I'd rather stay in bed and just watch some series or movies.
Okay, great. So can you tell me a little bit about your friends? Do you have close friends?
Of course I do. I've got a lot of friends, but not all of them are close. I've got a few close friends, and I think they are really great people. I love them, and I've been friends with them for like more than 10 years. They are my childhood friends, and I really appreciate that I have them.
Great. So who is the most important person in your life? So Can you tell me about it?
Without any hesitation, I would definitely say it's my mom. It's my precious, lovely mom. I really love her. I can't say how much I love her. My love for her is immeasurable, and I think that she's like the best person and the most crucial person in my life.
Okay, got it. So how do you usually spend time with your friends or your family members?
Talking about friends, I think I spend with them most of my times because I study with them, and with few of them I go to extracurriculars. So my daily lives, like actually, I spend my daily routine with them.
So you mostly spend a very interesting time with your family members or friends, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. And do you think it's easy to make friends nowadays? Because sometimes there are some people who don't even have any friends. So what about you? Do you think it's easy to make friends?
I think yes. Compared to past, I think it's pretty easy because now it is really developing and people now are being friends more online, and I think it's pretty more easier to make friends nowadays.
Okay, great. And do you prefer living in the city or in the countryside?
I think more in countryside because I really love nature. Because of the daily routine in a city, I'm really tired of this hectic lifestyle of mine, and I would really prefer to live in countryside someday.
Someday. So you do have a kind of plan of moving to a countryside?
Maybe, I don't know.
So have you ever lived in the countryside?
Not. I think it's most like I just visited my relatives, so I've never lived countryside.
So what was the length of your staying time there?
I think the maximum I stayed there for like a week.
A week?
Yes.
So a week was very good time for you to understand the countryside is the type of your living. Okay, great. And you know, what makes someone a good friend? So what kind of qualities does the person should have in order to be a very great friend of yours?
I think it depends on people, but for me personally, I think a good friend is someone who can listen to you and who can support you when you are having a hard time, and who would be always with you in any situation of your life.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for your answers. Let's now move on to the part 2. Here you have a cue card on your table, and here you have to tell about the time when you helped someone in need. So who was the person, what was the situation, and what specific actions did you make to assist them? So there are some of the questions. You may look through them, and you will have exactly like 1 minute to prepare for this answer. Yeah, and if you need, here is the paper, here is the pencil. You may write some of the keywords and you may write some of the words if you need them. Yeah. So time starts. Let's go. So are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, if you're ready, then we may start. And you know that you have to give your answer within 2 minutes. So if you're ready, then let's start.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about a time when I helped my friend, and her name is Dinura. He's one of my best friends, and it was a time when she studies at school, and it was mathematics, and at that time I was really good at mathematics. It was one of the strongest subjects. So when I noticed that she was having a hard time to understand topics, and I
exams were coming up, and then I just told her that I wanted to help her, and then we decided to make a schedule for me to have extracurriculars with her, and then we decided to stay after school, and I decided to help her. And then I helped her, and she successfully passed exams, and it was good for her as well as for me because I had self-satisfaction. I really love helping people in general, so I was really pleased that I helped my friend to pass her exam, and I really loved also to spend timing with her. And I think that one day she would help me also, remembering how I helped her.
Okay, that's good. So thank you for your answer. And now let's move on to the part 3. You know, that's the last part of our speaking full mock exam. And now, do you believe people today are more or less willing to help others compared to the past? Like, what do you think in the past we used to help more or less?
I think now people help others more because personally I think that it is because now world is somehow in peace, because in the past, as I know, there was a lot of wars and people were starving and they just really didn't have opportunity to help others. So but now not everyone is having trouble, so people are more willing to help each other. So I think nowadays people.
So do you think volunteering is important?
I think yes, because in general I think people should sometimes just help others because it gives them some kind of self-satisfaction. But I don't know others, but as example of me, I can tell that I feel really great after helping someone. I really love volunteering.
So, okay, what are some of the challenges and problems people may face while helping others?
I think that sometimes when some person thinks that others need help, they would be wrong because people tend to help others without asking them, and sometimes it would make them uncomfortable, or a person would not need some help. So I think there may be some misunderstandings when helping others.
Okay, thank you so much. So this was the end of our speaking full mock exam. Thank you for participating and having a great time.
Thank you.
So you know that as a result of our conversation, I would like to say that your full band score is going to be 6.5. You have to really improve some of the grammar structures and put some expressions to your speech, and it will be much better. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Umida.
Yeah,
yes?
Miss Umida and Miss your patience and showing the IELTS exam, I mean the speaking exam for our dear viewers.
Yes.
And our spectators can learn a lot how to attend IELTS speaking exam actually.
Yes, and 6.5, it's pretty impressive. Yes, just to mention. And at the same time, guys, I think we really hope that we were able to just show you how the real English speaking exam during the IELTS goes, and I guess you really felt the atmosphere. What was it like to be sitting in front of the teacher, in front of the examiner, and having all these things going through your mind? So that was the whole point from that.
Yeah, we have a phone call right now.
So
hello, my dear. We are listening to you. Welcome to FL Club.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you?
How are you? Dilobar, Notre.
Yeah,
doing great.
Great.
Thank you.
Because you called us and made us very happy. So what is your name?
I'm from Samarkand, Dilshad.
Yeah, Dilshad. We know you. How are you? Yeah.
I think I know
Great.
him. Great. So, Dilshad, do you think that you know the answer?
I think the phone.
It's phone, right?
Yes.
We have accepted your answer. So any wishes? It was too long that we don't accept.
Yeah.
We didn't accept any wishes from you. That's why it's really important for us.
I say hello for Sarvinoza and Miraziz.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Good luck to your studies, of course.
Great, sir. He always hangs up, like, at the same time, whenever he finishes his speech or any wishes, at the same time, he just hangs up the phone. He doesn't want to talk a lot. So this is what I know about Mr. Dilshad from Samarkand. Yes?
Yeah. You know, it's somehow difficult to speak by the phone, you know, in English language. It's really hard to talk with somebody. Yeah. In English language. For me, it's difficult, even conducting a show in English language.
Yes, this is really hard.
That's why, maybe. It's my guess.
This is really hard. No, honestly, this is really hard, and there are a lot of things that we have to consider.
So, have you ever talked with somebody in the phone in English language?
Yes, a lot. I talk like every single day, I guess, because of like all the things that are going on. So yeah, every single day.
That's why you get used to this, right?
Okay,
it's high time to announce the correct answer of today's questions.
Finally, I've been waiting for that.
Can I one more time read the questions?
Yes,
so our questions was going like that. I have letters, but I'm not a post. I form words, but I'm not a voice. What am I? The answer of these questions
You're an
is
alphabet.
Alphabet, yeah.
Yes.
I can calculate the viewers who found the correct answer for today's questions. And we just appreciate your attention, participations in our show. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning, watching our TV show of FL Club on Tuesday.
Yes, thank you very much, guys. Once again, there have been so many things that we covered today. And one of the most important things, I guess, we're listening to your voices. So we hope to hear it for the next time. And once again, we're extremely happy to be here and extremely happy and grateful to share all this information back and forth with you. So we're going to be waiting for the next time. Thank you.
Of course, continue watching our programs every day from 3 till 4. Every day we are live for you to share the English information to master your English language. That's why, guys, stay tuned on Uzbekistan TV channel and watch Foreign Language Club. So see you next time. Take care of yourself. Bye.
See ya. Bye-bye.